You.
Thanksgiving dinner, besides the food, of course, is the fabulous table decor. And Tisha Holman joins us now with some great ideas for fancying up the table, right?
Yes.
So beautiful already. And you've got two different looks here, right?
Yes. So we wanted to kind of show something on the casual side and the formal side. Typically, Thanksgiving dinner is always that harvest color scheme, the orange and the brown and the gold, and that's cool, but let's step outside of the box.
Okay, I like it.
So we are going with the chocolate brown, gold, and radiant orchid, which is Pantone's color of the year this year.
And explain that if people don't know what that is.
Sure. Pantone is like the global color authority that sets trends in fashion and event design. And so we have, they have chosen radiant orchid as their color of the year this year.
And it's kind of wrapping up, right? Because at the beginning of next year, they'll have a new color.
Exactly. So if you notice in wedding trend and fashion design, you'll see this color a lot this year.
It's
been hot.
And it looks great with this chocolate brown. I am loving this. So let's talk about the formal setting first.
Okay, so for somebody who's wanting to do a more formal setting, you see that we have something that mirrors more of that your grandmother's china type of feel. We've got a menu card here. Something
Unless it's my grandmother, because I was like at Granny's house, we ate off of paper plates at Thanksgiving. So this is definitely taking it up a notch. But this china is beautiful. It's the one time of year people really bring it out, right? So showcase it.
Definitely, definitely. And so we have our floral centerpiece is pretty low by design because when you're at the table with your loved ones, you want to be able to see them and interact with them. So nothing too high and exaggerated because we want to, you know, encourage conversation. Now, something that's a little bit different is that typically at Thanksgiving dinner, people will have the food in the middle of the table.
Right.
And that's kind of the centerpiece. Well, let's get away from that and let's maybe set up a buffet somewhere else in the house, like maybe in the kitchen or just wherever else you may have the space to do that.
I like that idea.
So that way, once folks are seated to eat, all they have to do now is just enjoy their meal, and then when it's time for dessert, we've made it a part of the centerpiece.
I love it. So the dessert is actually the focal point along with the flowers instead of food. I think that may discourage people from getting seconds right away.
Right, well, you know, and then these Nothing But Cakes from the store in Plano, and also the Vincent Cake Shop brought us these mini sweet potato pies.
Oh, look at these, are so fun.
The chess pies, a Texas favorite.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
and so you have these there, and it's very easy to do the individual servings instead of people trying to cut pies and everything like that. And I love the way you have them displayed. It's so pretty.
Exact. Thank you. Thank you. Now let's look at our casual setup.
Yeah, let's check it out.
So for our more casual setting, the idea behind these plates is that's probably something more like what you have in the cabinet, the more everyday use. So if your household, like you described, isn't really into the pomp and circumstance, then this is something that they can still just set the table with. It's still a good classic look, and it gets the job done. Right?
Well, the plates are big enough for a bunch of different foods, which is what I like.
Exactly. Now, in lieu of a menu card here, we are kind of encouraging conversation again. So what this is it says, I am thankful for, and it has some lines on it. So that way we can kind of, maybe before we start the meal, just kind of jot down a few things that you're thankful for this year. I think sometimes we go through the hustle and bustle of life and forget to stop and really reflect on all of the things that we do have to be thankful for.
And I find that's great, especially with kids, really trying to explain to them and get them to understand what the purpose of the holiday is anyways, right? It's not just about the turkey, football, and sweet potatoes and all that good stuff. We really have things to be thankful for.
Exactly. And then so we have place cards here, and there are place cards at both settings, but you'll notice a contrast between the two. This is more simple, still kind of personalizes it because we all like to see our name on things.
And it looks just like some cardstock cut and folded over maybe even, or you can buy these pre-made, right?
Certainly, you can buy those pre-made. These were lovingly provided for us by Gourmet Invitations.
Oh, wonderful.
However, it's something that you can totally do at home, printing on this cardstock, folded in half, easy. We still have our mini desserts as a focal point of the centerpiece, but you'll see that it's on a more casual stand, not
And where do you find these stands? Because these stands are beautiful.
Thank you. You know, you can really find them at your local home decor store, and you know, be a bargain shopper. Right now there's a lot of great sales going on, and so keep your eye out for these great accent pieces. They're just good to kind of pick up sometimes for dual function and dual purpose like this.
I love it. Of course, you've got candles. Candles are always great for ambiance and really help set the scene, right?
Definitely. And so to kind of tie in holidays, we have vanilla scented candles here, just to kind of invoke that warm holiday feeling that a scent like vanilla can bring to the table.
Well, I am ready. I can't wait. And of course, you can get more information about Tisha and all of her great styles and designs at tishaholman.com. We'll be back with more of the broadcast right after this.